My nail tech knows how to keep a little secret. I don't wish for my success, I speak it. I caught a buzz and you did too, but you tweaking. I look like I've been getting money, how reeking. You smell me, that's LV. Walk around with my chest out and my skin smooth, I'm healthy. I'm in a mix and I'm handshaking, but most of y'all can't help me. Most of y'all ain't wealthy. Most of y'all just dress like it. I caught the vibe that y'all giving off and I'm trying to make myself less like it. This chick got a little Porsche body, I might let the bro test drive it. It's hard for me to get excited. I love music and stress about it. My city haunting, I'm co-signing this wave coming up next out it. Riding around in the shotgun and her Tesla. Hanging both of my legs out it like what's up? I got stakes and they too high now, I can't fuck up. I like girls that's down to earth, so don't be stuck up. I don't take L's, I give them out and I chuck them up. First listen, they hearing this shit like what the fuck. 10 toes, that's my MO. Fam over gram, that's my MO. Fuck a close friends, I got friends that I keep close and they let it go while I reload. Like, bow, bow, bow. TSA just opened my book bag up and my chain hitting like, bow, bow, bow. The King's back in his hometown when them wheels hit and I touch down, they bow, 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 bow. She down low, 3-point stands, I'm back there doing jack dance like bow, 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 bow. And I'm not no fashionista, but I'm fly though. And I know I gave up drinking, but I'm high though. I told her I don't come from heaven, you could try though. I'm not on top of this shit yet, but I'm that guy though. I take a look round at my confidence, just wide open, big whip and it slide open. I notice they treat me like I'm chosen. Eyes open, heart clean and my mind focused. This shit just keeps going how I wrote it. How the hell could you doubt us? I mean, back then it made sense, but it's like now what? Now they down to come round just to be round us. You ain't one of my dogs, why do you hound us? It's very few of you I like, but it's a whole lot of y'all I don't trust. Cause 10 toes, that's my MO. Fam over gram, that's my MO. Fuck a close friends, I got friends that I keep close and they let it go while I reload. Like, bow, bow, bow. TSA just opened my book bag up and my chain hitting like, bow, 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 bow. The King's back in his hometown when them wheels hit and I touch down, they bow, 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 bow. She down low, 3-point stands, I'm back there doing jack dance like, bow, 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 bow.
There's no time for playing. Time for playing. Time for playing. Time for playing. There's no time for playing. time for playing. There's no time for playing. Shake your booty, there's no time for playing. Shake, shake. There's no time for playing. Shake, shake. Time for playing. Time for playing. There's no time for playing. Time for playing. There's no time for playing. 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 There's no time for playing. 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 There's no time for playing.
Looks like there's rain up ahead. Like there's a crack in the heavens. Feels like my day could be turning.
Hi, what's up everyone? Hope you're having a good evening and a good weekend. So let's take a look at the total crypto market cap and get the night started. Sup Antoine, Norm, and Matt. Hope you guys are all having a good night and glad you're all enjoying the music. Alright, so for total crypto market cap, bearish momentum was getting weaker, but now we're kind of just flattened out here. Still cross bearish on the stochastic, but starting to coil up a little bit. And the RSI is still more around bearish territory than bullish for now. But I am liking the looks of the candle, the way that we wicked down and then we just bounced up and been consolidating above where this candle's thicker part is. Really liking the looks of the daily here for the MACD. Bearish momentum continuously getting weaker. Stochastic is coiled up here like we're attempting to decide what to do next for the next major move. RSI's kind of just more around the neutral territory. Just getting closer to bearish, but right now we just got consolidation going on the candle here. 4 hour. We did have some nice bullish divergence that played out into this pump that we've seen here. Bullish momentum is getting weaker, bearish cross on the stochastic, and the RSI is on the higher end of the neutral territory right now. And I'm just seeing some consolidation going on here. We got a little bit of bearish engulfing on the candles, but kind of just looks like it's tempting to hold this level here as we decide what the market really wants to do. 1 hour. A little bit of bearish momentum, bearish cross on the stochastic, and bearish engulfing on the candles here. So I wouldn't really be surprised if we do see a tiny bit of pullback over the next day or two, but we'll take a look at Bitcoin and see how that's looking. Larger time frames aren't really looking that bad. Yeah, the stochastic coiling up here, what I see here is just the market's really deciding what it wants to do for the next big move in the coming days, so it's going to be interesting to see whether this bounces or crosses, and if it crosses, how low of a drop will we end up getting. So, if the market does end up getting a further pullback, as long as we hold around this fib level here, the 618 around $1.221 trillion, I'm still loving the looks of the total crypto market cap. But it is starting to look more bullish than bearish to me right now. Alright, Bitcoin's actually looking a bit nicer than the total crypto market cap on the weekly right now. Bearish momentum's continuing to get weaker. Stochastic is still across slightly bearish. RSI is more around the bearish control zone. And we got a little bit of bearish engulfing going on the candle here, but we still don't have low below this thicker part here. So the thicker part of the candle we're at right now, I'm just seeing consolidation going on right here. Daily, we do have a very slight bearish cross on the stochastic. Bearish momentum is getting weaker on the MACD though, and the RSI is just starting to enter more around the bearish control zone. But I'm liking the consolidation we have going on right here. 4 hour RSI is around neutral territory, stochastics crossed bearish, bullish momentum getting weaker, and a little bit of bearish engulfing. So it is possible that we see a little bit of pullback, same thing with the total crypto market cap. Yeah, that was really nice bullish divergence here on the 1 hour, and then that manifested into the pump that we seen right here where it attempted to break above the fib level. Ideally, what we want to be seeing on Bitcoin is first for this fib level to break and hold around $39,470. And the next level I would like to see would be if we get up above right around here, this 42K range roughly. So if we form a high above here and we get a nice clean break above here, we could come down, form a high or low around this fib level, and form support at previous resistance, and it will then be looking really, really nice to me at that point. So we're going to have to wait to see how this develops over the coming days. But what we do have going on right here is actually a really nice double bottom right here on the daily for Bitcoin. So I'm really liking the looks of this currently for now. And if we do end up going down further to the downside, same thing as total crypto market cap, as long as we hold around this fib level here, the 618, so that would be around 32,485, as down to as low as about around 29,800 roughly. Yeah, as long as we form a low around those levels or higher, it's still going to be looking nice to me because that won't be a lower low on the monthly. So you can see it for the market cycle we're in right now. Got a higher high, higher low, higher high, and so far we've just formed another higher low, higher low. So it is very possible that over the coming few months that we're going to see a new higher high form, which at that point will be in for a very likely parabolic blow off top on the market for if we do get this final run up. What I'm not really liking is the looks of the negative momentum here on the MACD for the monthly chart. So we're going to have to see how this develops and what happens here with the new monthly candle that we're going to see in a few days. Overall, it is looking more bullish than bearish to me though, especially the way we've been doing consecutive higher highs and higher lows, and the way that we just got that nice double bottom here with so far a higher low. So I am liking the looks of Bitcoin, and total crypto market cap is looking alright as well. Alright, so XRP. Bearish momentum getting weaker. Stochastics coiling up like it's attempting to decide what to do. We are more around the bearish control zone on the RSI, but I'm really liking the looks of this consolidation on the candle here. Same thing I was talking about with those higher highs and higher lows. Just right here in the smaller little trend we got going on. Low, higher low, higher high, higher low. I'm liking the looks of the MACD on the daily here as well. Bearish momentum getting significantly weaker. We do have a bearish cross on the stochastic though, which is likely why we're seeing the consolidation going on right here. And the RSI is around the neutral territory right now. 4 hour, bullish momentum getting weaker, bearish cross on the stoke. Got pretty close to overbought, but not quite. And we are slightly bearishly engulfing here. 1 hour, bearish momentum continues to grow, bearish cross on the stochastic. We were just significantly overbought on the 1 hour. And now we're getting pretty close to oversold on the RSI. So a little bit of consolidation, maybe minor pullback, but overall looking more bullish than bearish to me as well. XRP is one asset that could very likely have some phenomenal upside potential. If we're just going by the historical significance of the market cycles back during the 2017 bull run, XRP got its initial run up, nice long consolidation, and then it just went near vertical and exploded in price from around about 23 cents all the way up to $3.30, I believe that is. So if we get any price action, anything similar to what we seen back in 2017 on this asset, absolutely phenomenal upside potential on this. Alright, so now let's see how Ethereum's looking. And I'll check out another asset or two from the usuals, and if there's anything that you guys want me to take a look at for you after that, just let me know. Alright, so weekly bearish momentum getting weaker. We do still have a bearish cross on the stochastic, and more around the bearish control zone of the RSI. But what I'm really liking the looks of is not only is the thicker part of the candle higher than this previous low here, and the wick didn't go as low, we're also just consolidating above the fib level, which would be the 0.5 fib level. So that is a very significant fib level for potential reversals, especially when we're in the middle of a parabolic uptrend, which that's very possible that we will see if this starts to rally from here. Okay, so daily, bearish momentum getting weaker, stochastics coiling up like it's attempting to decide what to do. And we also have a nice double bottom here on Ethereum as well. So, really liking the looks of that. RSI is more around neutral territory and just some consolidation going on the daily candle so far. 4 hour, there was some very significant bullish divergence right here. Now we have a bearish cross on the stoke with bulls losing momentum. RSI is coming down more around the neutral zone, and just very slight bearish engulfing on the candle here. And 1 hour, bearish momentum building. Stochastic is bearish but starting to coil up a bit. Still more room on the RSI to go to the downside if it really wants to. And it did just form almost a little double top, but this high was actually a bit higher than the previous one, which is what we want to be seeing there. So for Ethereum, I wouldn't be surprised if we pull back to around the 0.5 fib level if it does choose to pull back a bit further, so 2,590 roughly. And that would be a very nice zone for it to bounce at that point, forming some support right here at the fib level. Overall, I would say this look more bullish than bearish to me as well, especially with the double bottom we have going on the daily right now. And we also had that 4 hour bullish divergence as well, so I'm really liking the looks of Ethereum. Alright, Dogecoin. Bearish momentum is still building on the weekly. Bearish engulfing on the candles. RSI is more around the bearish control zone, but the stochastic is coiling up like it's attempting to decide what to do, so Dogecoin could be looking nicer on the weekly for sure. On the daily though, I'm definitely really liking the looks of this. So bullish divergence on the daily, bearish momentum getting weaker, bullish cross on the stochastic, and I'm really liking the looks of this consolidation going on right here. Alright, so 4 hour, bullish momentum getting weaker, bearish cross, RSI is around neutral territory, and just kind of wicking a little bit here, but looking like it doesn't want to drop. There's quite a lot of buys. It looks like an accumulation going on here. This is definitely one of my favorite assets to be accumulating at these levels right now. 1 hour, bearish momentum building, stochastics crossed bearish. RSI is more around bearish territory and bearish engulfing on the candle. But if you look at the overall fib levels here, we're below the fib extension at this point. So just an absolutely phenomenal accumulation zone if this asset does end up running and going to the upside. Which the daily is actually looking alright, especially with that daily bullish divergence, cross bullish on the stoke, and bearish momentum getting weaker. And I really like the looks of the consolidation going on here. So overall, this is definitely one of my favorite assets that I'm probably going to talk about tonight for accumulating at these levels. And since we're taking a look at Doge, we might as well take a look at the other dog coin, Shiba Inu. Alright, so Shiba Inu, bearish momentum continues to get weaker on the weekly, that's what we want to be seeing there. Stochastic is still cross bearish, and getting closer to around that bearish control zone on the RSI. But I'm liking the looks of the consolidation, especially above this fib level, the 786 here. Daily bearish momentum still getting weaker, stochastics cross bearish but coiling up. RSI is kind of just flattening out a little bit. Not quite any bullish divergence on it yet, it doesn't look like. This looks just very slightly lower than that low. The consolidation going on these candles though is looking really nice. It looks like there's quite a lot of buys around this area and accumulation going on. Four-hour bullish divergence. Bullish momentum is getting weaker though on the 4 hour with bearish cross on the stoke, and we are slightly bearishly engulfing here. So ideally for Shiba Inu, what we want to see would be this floor level hold around 0.00002087 roughly. And as long as that holds, it's still going to be looking nice, especially with the bullish divergence we have going on this asset currently. Yeah, it looks like there is still a bit more pullback likely or consolidation on this asset. But I am liking the looks of the larger time frames for now. Daily, I'm liking the bears losing momentum. Stochastic could be looking better. And the 4 hour, I'm really liking that bullish divergence going on right now. So we're going to have to see what this manifests into, because there is still a lot of upside on the RSI for it if it does want to run. We're nowhere near overbought yet on the 4 hour. Alright, so let's see how Hex is looking. Bearish momentum continues to build here. Bearish cross on the stochastic. RSI is more around the bearish control zone. And we are still slightly bearishly engulfing here. And we're attempting to bearishly engulf under the thicker part of this low here. So if we finish the week below here, definitely could be looking better, but so far we are still holding there, so it's looking alright right now for that. Daily, bearish momentum getting weaker, bullish cross on the stochastic. We were just pretty significantly oversold, and now we just got a nice bullish engulfing candle here, and we're attempting to bullishly engulf again. Actually, we're looking like we have a really nice double bottom going on Hex as well, with that wick right there. I'm really liking the looks of that as well. 4-hour bullish momentum getting weaker with a bearish cross on the stochastic. Before that rally it just had, there was some bullish divergence right here. Looking like we are just consolidating right here on the candles for now, and the RSI is coming down around neutral. 1 hour. 1 hour bearish divergence though, so I wouldn't be surprised whatsoever if this does end up pulling back a bit further from here. So you can see that the candles are just trending up. But the RSI goes from a high to a lower high. So that would be a 1 hour bearish divergence right here. So realistically, I wouldn't be that surprised if this does end up pulling back a bit further for now on the 1 hour time frame. But the 4 hour, I'm really liking the looks of. This is looking like a strong accumulation zone right here. And I'm really liking the looks of the daily right now. Consistent bearish momentum getting weaker. Very nice bullish cross on the stoke. We were just quite oversold, and now we're attempting to bullishly engulf on the daily. So larger time frames are looking nice on Hex for now. I'm gonna wait to see how everything develops in the smaller time frames, but so far this is also looking more bullish than bearish, especially with that double bottom that we just painted here over the past 3 days. Alright, now let's see how Thor is looking tonight. Very slightly bearish engulfing on the daily here. We actually have our first little bit of bullish momentum building right here on the daily for Thor since February 1st. So it's been pretty close to the full month that we've had bearish momentum going on Thor right now. So we finally got our first day of bullish momentum beginning to build here. So I'm really liking the looks of that right now. Stochastic's coiling up, but we're under the 20 zone, so it's attempting to decide which direction it really wants to go. But under the 20 zone, it is more often that it crosses bullish, or we may get a bounce bullish. Let's see, so 4 hour bullish momentum getting weaker, bearish cross on the stochastic, bearish engulfing on the candles. And we did just have this nice bullish divergence here on the 4 hour though. So going to have to wait to see if this consolidation holds or if we do end up pulling back further. Maybe it'll be looking worse at that point, but 1 hour, we're pretty close to oversold. We are still cross bearish on the stochastic though, with bearish momentum building and bearish engulfing candles. So if Thor does pull back further, it would be nice to see it holding around 37 point, about 37.25 roughly. And if it comes down and just forms a little triple bottom here on the 1 hour, that'll be looking nicer at that point as well, because it will end up being oversold, maybe get a bullish cross. At that point, the bearish momentum would also be getting weaker. So I'm going to need to wait for more information to develop on this asset. But I am liking the looks of the larger time frames for now. Very nice bullish divergence. And I'm absolutely loving the looks of this first bullish momentum building here for about a month now. So starting to look a bit better, but not quite bullish yet. So I'm going to wait for more information to develop over the next few days, and maybe we'll see this bullish momentum begin to build here at that point. Could have a lot of upside on this asset. Alright, so power. Bearish momentum still getting weaker. Stochastic's coiled up under the 20 zone. We are bearishly engulfing though. And the RSI does still have more room to go to the downside and more around the bearish control zone there. 4 hour bullish momentum getting weaker, bearish cross. Bearishly engulfing. So on this asset, we could still pull back a little bit further, and if we form a lower low on the candles, but this RSI level holds, we'll have some significant bullish divergence here, as we'll have 3 touch points on it. The stochastic and MACD are still not looking great though, bullish momentum getting weaker and still cross bearish. 1 hour bearish cross on the stoke, bearish momentum building and bearish engulfing candles, so it is looking more likely that we'll actually see a bit more downside on power. So same thing as Thor, we'll wait to see how the information develops on this asset in the coming days, and then we'll come back to this one. Alright, VVS Finance. Bearish momentum getting a bit weaker. Stochastic is coiled up around that 20 zone like it's attempting to cross bearish though. More around the bearish control zone on the RSI, and very slight bearish engulfing candle going on so far on the daily. We had some 4-hour bullish divergence here, and that manifested into a pump up around the neutral territory on the RSI. And then we got a bearish cross on the stochastic and the bullish momentum got weaker, and now we're bearishly engulfing. So it is looking like VVS does want to pull back a bit further. 1 hour bearish momentum building. Still crossed bearish here on the stochastic on the 1 hour, and there's still more room on the RSI to go to the downside if it wants to dump further, and bearish engulfing candle here on the 1 hour. So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised at all if we do see further pullback on VVS Finance. The daily, I am liking the looks of the MACD starting to show the bears losing momentum though. So if we continue to just slowly lose momentum and get some bullish momentum starting to come back in, be looking a bit better, and maybe if we get some more bullish divergence showing. So let's say if we just extend this out, if it comes down, hits around the trend line we have set here on the RSI and bounces back, that'd be looking nice because we'll likely form a lower low and then have higher lows on the RSI, so that would be a bullish divergence and a stronger sign it's going to be ready to reverse soon. For now, it looks like there is more downside potential on VVS though. Alright, so let's see how Alliance is holding up. Bearish momentum slightly weaker this week. Just getting around that oversold territory on the RSI. And we are bearishly engulfing though on the candles. Daily bearish momentum getting weaker. Stochastics cross bullish, kind of coiling up. And just some consolidation going on the candle right now. Very slight bullish engulfing for yesterday, and now we're just attempting to bullishly engulf again. Uh, 4-hour bullish momentum getting weaker. Stochastics coiled up just around the overbought zone. Neutral on the RSI, and consolidating on the candles. Looks like it's attempting to bullishly engulf on the 4-hour, but just looks like consolidation really going on right now. Yeah, if there's anything you guys want me to take a look at for you tonight, just let me know. I'll probably check out a couple of more assets and then call it night early tonight. Okay, so 1 hour bullish momentum is continuing to get weaker. Stochastic is crossed bullish. RSI does have more room to go to the upside if it wants to, though, and it's attempting to bullishly engulf on the 1 hour. Yeah, with this bullish divergence that it's showing, and the stochastic coiling up like it may attempt to cross bullish, and attempting to bullishly engulf here, it's looking like there is potential that it may make an attempt at a rally. So, looking a bit more bullish than bearish right now. Alright, Casper Labs. Bullish momentum getting weaker. Stochastics coiled up pretty low under that 20 zone. Still bearishly engulfing on the candles though. Bearish momentum is getting weaker on the daily. Stochastics just very slightly cross bullish. RSI went from pretty oversold to now we're just kind of flat, just slightly above oversold territory, and consolidation going on right here on the candles. Bullish momentum getting weaker on the 4 hour, bearish cross on the stochastic, more around neutral on the RSI, and slightly bearishly engulfing. And 1 hour, bearish momentum building, bearish cross, more around bearish control zone on the RSI, and bearish engulfing candles. It's looking like it is making an attempt at a bit of a further pullback. Not looking completely horrible yet, but looking more bearish than bullish right now on this asset. Alright, API 3. Still bullishly engulfing on the weekly, so I'm liking the looks of this week right here. And just hugging that 0.5 fib level, attempting to break over it. Daily bearish cross on the stochastic. RSI is coming down more around neutral territory. Lots of consolidation going on the candles, but it's kind of looking like we're almost in a pennant or a bull flag here. Yeah, so this is more what I'm seeing going on right here on this asset. So we just got a beautiful rally up, and now we're just consolidating around this area here. I'll actually extend this just a little bit more so it makes it a bit easier to see. Alright, so 4 hour bearish momentum's building, bearish cross on the stochastic, getting more around bearish control zone on the RSI. And slight bearish engulfing going on here on the candles. 1 hour, a little bit of bearish momentum building, bearish cross, slightly oversold on the RSI now, and bearish engulfing on the candle. So, if we're going to respect the pennant that it's in right now, I wouldn't really be surprised if we just pulled down to around this fib level here, so about 5.725 roughly. And once you see a break in confirmation to the downside or the upside from this, that's likely going to tell us which direction we're going to move with a lot of strength. Whenever it breaks out of this pennant, it'll probably be a fairly significant move, whichever direction it decides to go. So if we break bullish, I wouldn't be surprised if we go to new all-time highs on this asset. And if we break bearish, it'll probably attempt to hold around the 618 fib or 786 fib level. So that'd be 4.651. So yeah, I'll just be keeping an eye on this in the coming days to see how this plays out, and if we get a confirmation of break to the upside or downside, that'll give us a bit more of an idea on what to do on this asset. And if there's nothing you guys want to see tonight, I'll just take a look at gold and silver for market open on Monday, since I don't normally do streams on Sundays. And then I think I'm going to call it a night. So weekly bullish momentum still building. Stochastic just got a very slight bearish cross right now. And the RSI I'm really liking the looks of as well. Still room to go to the upside if it wants to, and we're higher than this high here. And bullishly engulfing on the candles here. I absolutely love the way that we had finished off the week here. So the thicker part of the candle was above this previous high that we seen here, which is what we wanted to break. So now if we come down and form a higher low off the 236 fib level right around here, I'm going to really be liking the looks of gold. And we could just form another higher high and keep on going as well. Either one of those or both of those happening would be absolutely great for gold. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see a new all-time high run on this asset personally. So we were just quite overbought, and now we're just getting back around that 70 zone. Bullish momentum's getting weaker on the daily, and we got a bearish cross on the stochastic, so maybe it will pull back more, and we'll see if it gets that higher low as well. 4-hour bearish momentum building, stochastic's coiling up like it's making an attempt at crossing bullish. RSI is just flattening out around the 41 zone, so it looks like it's attempting to come back up to neutral. And we actually aren't really bearishly engulfing here on the 4-hour, so I really like the looks of this as well. It's kind of just rounding out here, like maybe it'll make an attempt at running again. 1-hour bearish momentum getting significantly weaker. Stochastic's coiling up like it's attempting to decide what to do under that 20 zone. RSI, I'm liking the way that this is just curling back up like this, attempting to come back up around the neutral zone. And I'm really liking the way that it's respecting this support level right here. So, wouldn't be surprised if after the run gold just had, if it does see a little bit of a pullback before anything. But overall, I'm very bullish on this asset myself. Alright, so silver, bullish momentum building on the weekly, bullish cross on the stochastic, bullish divergence on the RSI, double bottom on the candles, attempting to bullishly engulf and break above the fib level. So really liking looks of silver on the weekly. Silver, we're also at a much nicer accumulation zone than we are on gold though. So gold, we're up above the 236 fib level. Meanwhile, silver, we're down around the 618 fib level, which this is typically where I begin to accumulate an asset that I'm bullish on. So on the daily, tiny bit of bullish momentum getting weaker, bearish cross on the stochastic. We do have bearish divergence right here on the RSI though, so that's telling me that we may come back down and form another higher low, potentially. Which, if we were to come down and form a triple bottom at these levels, well, that would just be absolutely amazing for silver, as that would be showing a lot of accumulation and strength at these levels. 4-hour bearish momentum still building for now. Stochastic did cross bullish under the 20 zone. RSI is coming back up around neutral territory, and just got some consolidation going on, attempting to hold these levels. 1 hour bullish momentum building, bullish cross on the stochastic, RSI is around neutral territory, but we are still bullishly engulfing on the candles here. So smaller time frame, same as gold, looking like it does want to make an attempt at running a bit more. But wouldn't really be that surprised either if we do see a bit of a small pullback on both of these assets, especially after the run gold just did. But overall, on the larger time frames, I think there's a very, very nice chance that we see both gold and silver get an amazing rally. So silver, I wouldn't be surprised if we rally to all-time highs or maybe even higher from there. And gold, I wouldn't be surprised if we see between $3,000 to $5,000 an ounce on gold if that really gets its nice run up and we break the previous all-time highs and go into price discovery mode. Alright, well, I'm going to call it a night and go enjoy my Saturday night, but I hope you have a great weekend, and I'll talk to you all Monday.
Snap